Hey everybody, this is going to be phase 2 of our case study, and I'm going to show you how to create a blog. One of the first things we want to do before we get into the blog creation is to make sure we know what offers and products we want to promote. So it's good to have access to them and to the pages, and the reason why is when we're building our blog, there's a lot of content we're going to need from our offers, just as far as the features and things like that, as we're going to be creating an article about them. So as you can see here, I have 3 of the many that I'm going to promote, just for an example. This one's Cool Air. It's like a portable air conditioner type of thing. Heat Buddy is another one. It's something that plugs into your outlet, gives you heat in your room or your home. And the last one's Smart Car. It's like a gadget that you can attach to your car, and it'll give you the error codes instead of getting ripped off by mechanics. So these are the 3 I've chosen to promote, and as you can see, there's a lot of content on here that can be used to help sell the product. So this is the main reason why I want to have these open, and for you guys to have access to them before you start creating your blog. Okay, so the next step in creating your blog is to install WordPress. So there's 2 ways to do it. If you're using HostGator, there's actually an option inside HostGator. It's the one-click install for WordPress. It's very easy, really fast. If you have that option inside your hosting panel, I suggest you use it. But if you're like me and you don't have that access or that option, I'm going to show you how to install it manually. This isn't something I want to spend a lot of time on, but I'm going to do it fairly fast, and you guys can record or rewind the video if you need to. So let's go into our file manager. I'm going to install WordPress on Viral Media Scoop. So let's upload, select. If you don't already, download the latest version of WordPress from the internet. Assume that you probably already have it. If not, definitely download it. And upload. So you want to upload this in the root directory of whatever domain you want to use for your blog. So in this case, mine is Viral Media Scoop. Okay, finished. Let's reload. Takes a second sometimes. Sometimes when I try to upload it the second time, it'll appear. No. Go back. There it is. Okay. So we're going to extract. We'll reload. Okay, so we don't need this anymore since we've extracted it. Get rid of the zip file. Go into the WordPress folder. We want to move all of this out of the WordPress folder. So move right there to your root, move files. Your WordPress folder is now empty, so you can delete it. Okay, so here is WordPress. So one thing we need to do in order to install is we need to create databases for WordPress. So let's go back to our main panel, MySQL database wizard. Viral twisted, let's say PA test for database name, username PA test user, password, I'm just going to generate a password, copy your password, create user, all privileges, next up, it's done. Okay, so don't close this page. This has your username and your database name, and you're going to need both of these. So if we go back to our control panel and our file manager, you're going to see a file called WordPress config sample. So we're going to edit this. Okay, so you can see here database name, database user, database password. So the password that we copied, let's paste it here. Let's go back. This is the name of the database. Copy. database name here. And let's copy the user. Okay, so once you have those three added, hit save changes, close. Okay, so now WordPress-config-sample, we're going to rename this. We're just going to get rid of this sample and the dash. So it's just WordPress-config.php, rename. Okay, done. So let's go to Viral Media Scoop. Okay, you get the installation, English, continue, site title, Viral Media Scoop, username, admin, you can put whatever password you like. This is just for testing, so confirm use of weak password. Email, let's put info@viralmediascoop.com. And this option, since you're doing it for a blog with products, obviously it'd be great if you could index. So I would leave search engine visibility. Don't uncheck that. Just leave it. Okay, so we're done. Log in. Admin PA testing, and we're in. WordPress has been installed. Alright, so once you've installed WordPress, the next step is to go ahead and install a theme. So you're going to have to find a theme. There's plenty of them on Google. They're free. There's premium ones as well, but you definitely want to spend some time trying to find a decent theme. Look for one that's similar to a blog. There's a lot of blog-orientated themes out there, and you want to kind of mimic, I don't want to say mimic, but you want to find something that's similar to the page you found in phase one. Of your competitors' products. You want to find something that's, you don't want to be too fancy, but you definitely want to be effective. So it's going to take a little bit of research, and eventually you should be able to find a good theme to start with. So once you've found your theme, you can install it by going to Themes under Appearance, Add New, Upload Theme, and I think I have one called Clean. Find it here. Let's do Sports Press. Okay, installing the theme. The theme installed successfully. So let's activate it. Okay, so this isn't the theme I'm using for this case study per se. This is just a random theme that I've had from the past, but I'm just kind of showing you guys how to install the theme. So now if we go to viralmediascoop.com, see, it's different now. So once you have your theme installed, the next step is to start adding a little bit of content. So pages and posts are two key things. Your posts, what I would do is you want to write a little bit of different types of write-ups for your products. So if you can look at Cool Air and you can come up with like a decent blog post describing it, giving the pros and cons, things like that, you should add those as posts. Now, I mean, there's two ways you can do it. We can just do it simple where we just have our main page with all the products. But if that's your only page that's on your blog, you're going to have a hard time with Google AdWords, and you're also going to have a hard time with AdSense. They want full websites. So the more posts you have, the better. If you have 20 products, it wouldn't hurt to have at least 10 to 15 posts about those products. And again, you guys can insert your affiliate links into those as well, but we'll get into that later. So I would create 10 to 15 posts about your products individually, give some details. And once you've created the posts, I would go to pages. Now, there's 3 pages you want to have on your blog. One of them is going to be Contact Us. The other one is going to be Terms and Conditions. And the last one is going to be Privacy Policy. And these three things are very important if you want to have AdSense and you also want to have promoted on Google AdWords. The main thing is to not try to be just a guy with a landing page. You want to have a full site with all the legal jargon, everything you need. And the more you have this, the more legit your site's going to seem, and also you're going to have a better chance of getting further with Google and other platforms. So you can find templates for privacy policy and for terms and conditions anywhere on the internet. So I would suggest getting some of those and adding the pages into your blog post. All right, and after you've done all your posts, you've included your pages, you have your theme, everything's sorted, the next step would be to kind of tweak your theme. And what I mean by that is, if you look here, like this isn't going to be ideal for what we're doing, even if this was something that was more related to products and not a sports theme. But there's lots of tweaks like widgets and things like that. Like you don't want to necessarily have all of this on the side panel. You may not want your buttons up here. You may not want the search bar up here. And there's plenty of options inside your panel that you can use to tweak it. So usually if you go to appearance, like there'll be another menu in here for your theme. They're all different, but there's definitely usually a customization place for your theme. So here you can see like my logo image, I can change it. Front page title, site title. All these themes will have different types of stuff. So like there's my layout for my content. It's going to take some time. I'm not going to lie, it's probably going to take you a few hours, but you should be able to go through and customize your theme to your liking, the way you want it to look. So that would be that last step in order to get your blog page up and running. So I'm going to give you guys an example of my page, just so you guys can see what I've done. Okay, so this is far from completed, but there is enough here for me to show you what I mean. So you can see here, these are posts that I have. These are all products that are on my page. Professional grade drone, finally available to public in USA and Canada. Here's how you can get it too. So a lot of this content I got from the advertiser and on his pages, but as you can see, I've built a nice blog article around the product. And as you can see here, I'm going to change this more as we go, but I have links inserted here. So if people want to buy it from this page, it'll automatically go to my affiliate offer. And also here, you can see add text 1, add text 2, add text 3. I'm going to change this, and some of these other similar products I'm going to put up here so people can click out there too. But as you can see, like there's still a little bit of work to be done, but this is a rough idea of what you want to do as far as having your individual posts like I described. Here's another one for a hearing aid product that I'm promoting. This here is like a mosquito trap or an insect trap. Collects bugs, but you can see I created something for this as well. And this is for joint pain. It's like a wrap for your knees or your elbows or whatever. So that's what I mean when I say create posts about your products. So you want to create some decent blog articles. But I'll show you here. These are not going to be per se what I'm going to promote on AdWords. We're just using it for two reasons. One, for content, because we want to have multiple posts on our blog. And the second part is if you start linking these on other articles, especially on the one that we're going to use for money, you're going to see traffic trying to trickle through. So it's not a bad thing to have these as well. They can generate income. So this is going to be the main page that I'm going to promote on AdWords. So 21 insanely cool gadgets that are going to sell out this year. I might change that text a bit. As you can see, I got my ads here and then the products. So smart car, learn more, Heat Buddy, Drone X, eye track, and so on. So this is going to be the main article that I'm going to use to promote on AdWords, kind of like we've seen in phase 1 that somebody else was doing. So that's essentially it. It's just simple as installing WordPress, finding a theme, creating some content, and tweaking your theme. So as you can see, like, I've changed mine quite a bit from what it used to look like. The main theme looks much different than this, but it's just a matter of taking the time and going through it. And another thing too is, if you're not great on WordPress, we're not really going to have an article or a video or a webinar or any of those things that are going to show you how to run WordPress. It's a beast in itself. It's not overly difficult, but there's a lot of options. There's plenty of content online to help you with WordPress. And it's just a matter of using Google. So if you're like, okay, how do I insert an image into my post? You can Google that. Or how do I get rid of the search bar at the top? You can Google that. One thing you may want to Google is how widgets work. Like, this is a sidebar with multiple widgets, and there's tons of plugins and add-ons and features that you can add to pretty much do anything you want with WordPress. So if you wanted a pop-up window to come up for some reason, you could find a plugin for that. So this is going to be the bulk of the work. This page here with all the content I've shown you so far, and I mean, I believe I have 12 or 15 posts so far on this page, on this blog. You're looking at 6 to 8 hours it took for me to get this to where I want it, and it's still not 100% ready for traffic. So don't be discouraged. You're most certainly going to have to spend some quality hard work to make a good blog post that's worth buying traffic. Another thing too, AdSense. So if you haven't already, sign up for AdSense and submit your website or whatever domain you're going to use. And there's instructions with AdSense. You want to take the code they give you and put it in the header of WordPress. You can do that in multiple ways. One of them is to install a plugin called Insert Headers and Footers. So you install that plugin, and then it'll give you the option just to put the code in your header. It's pretty straightforward, but make sure you sign up to AdSense. Like, I'm going to have AdSense all over this page and all over my other pages. I'm still waiting to be approved for my new account, so it does take time, and that's why I suggest you do that ASAP. You don't really want to start buying traffic until you have your AdSense on your page. So that is essentially it. So just to kind of go over everything again, you want to install WordPress. You want to pick a good theme. You want to create your posts, which would be write-ups about your products. You want to create pages, and that's one thing I'll show you one more time here. I described it earlier in the video, but contact us, terms and conditions, and privacy policy. You definitely want these, and you want Google to see them. So contact us. If you'd like to get in contact, please email info@viralmediadose.com. You can put your address if you want them to send you a letter or whatever means. You can even have like a submission box where it's like name, subject, message. But I find it's effective just to leave an email. Terms and conditions. So these are kind of generic terms and conditions for this type of site. Like I said, just Google a template, and you should have no problem finding something. And same with the privacy policy. It's just a matter of Googling a decent template and going from there. So I think that covers phase 2. Phase 3, we're going to look at our email client, setting that up, and also setting up some follow-up emails for some of these products for once we do get some traffic rolling in. So stay tuned, and I hope you guys have learned something from this phase.